Okay, y'all, so I'm getting ready to season our salmon with some salt. I have some onion powder. And this is wild-caught salmon because wild-caught salmon is better for you. I have some complete seasoning. I like to use complete seasoning. It's an all-purpose seasoning, so I have some of that. We have some onion powder. Some onion powder. We have some seasoned pepper. You know my favorite, seasoned pepper. Seasoned pepper. We have, of course, green seasoning. Y'all know about that green seasoning. And if you need to get the recipe for that, it's on my website at DivineKuizine. I also have DivineKuizine's jerk seasoning or jerk rub that we'll be using to season up our salmon. And this is hot, so you only need like a tablespoon of it. I'll put a little more, but really just a tablespoon. And we're gonna mix all that up, y'all. We'll have a little bit of olive oil just for the marinade. And usually you can either do this overnight or for about an hour. Just marinate it up just to get all the spices and everything in here. And then we'll cook it, and then I'll take off the skin after it's finished cooking. Get all in there and get everything all nice and marinated in there. And we'll set this to the side and let it marinate, and we'll cook it. So that's what you will have. That's what you will have for your salmon. Marinated jerk salmon. Roughly kind of like break it apart. Remember we did our peppers, and I took the skin off the back. So the skin is off the back. We're just gonna put it in our mixing bowl. It smells good. Put it in our mixing bowl with those peppers that I had earlier that I sauteed. And now we're gonna use our jerk sauce, our DivineKuizine. We used the seasoning earlier. That's more authentic. It's a little spicier. The jerk sauce is spicy, but it's made with tamarind, and it has a little sweet hint, you know, a little more sweet hintness to it. So we're just gonna stir all this up. And this was probably like a salmon, one salmon and a half of another salmon. You don't need a lot because you're not gonna put a lot of this mixture, you know, when you're making these. You don't need a whole bunch of mixture in the empanada. I'm gonna put a little more. I like mine a little saucy, y'all. You know, with our cheese and the sauce. And you want to make sure this is cool. You don't want to have it too hot when you're going to be assembling them, because it won't do good with the dough. The dough will start breaking apart. It won't bind very well. So you want to make sure that this is at least at room temperature, or even if you did this, you know, you can make your mixture and do it the next day. You want to make sure that, you know, it's either cold or at room temperature, but you don't want it hot, hot, hot. So this is what your mixture will look like. Your mixture looks just like that. Okay, y'all, so we need to season our peppers for our quesadillas. So I have some red peppers, and you want to kind of like thinly slice them or julienne them. I got some orange peppers, and the lighter the color, the sweeter the pepper. And then I have some green peppers or bell peppers, as someone, you know, would say. And then I have some jalapeno peppers, but they're de-seeded. So we're just going for the flavor. We're not necessarily going for a hotness for our jerk quesadillas. And then we're gonna season our peppers. So I have a little bit of olive oil in there. We're gonna put a little bit of butter in there. Not a lot, just a little bit of butter. A little bit of butter. And then we have a little bit of salt. This is just a smidgen, like 1/8 teaspoon. We have some garlic, onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. Seasoned pepper. Like 1/8 teaspoon of sugar spice. Just kind of sweeten it up a little bit of DivineKuizine sugar spice. And then you have a smidgen of cayenne pepper, red pepper. Just a smidgen. You don't want it hot. You just, you know, bringing all the flavors together. And then we're just going to saute all that until it softens. You still want to bite to your peppers, but you just want, you know, in between a bite and being softened. So you don't want them too soft where they get kind of mushy. You still want to bite to your peppers. Jerk salmon quesadillas. I'm gonna have peppers on there. I think we need a little more salmon on there. I want a meaty and cheesy quesadilla. Okay, y'all, so we got our jerk salmon quesadillas. So I am going to mix our DivineKuizine remoulade sauce and our jerk seasoning, our jerk rub, for a little dipping thing going on here. So we're gonna just take some of this, because you know our remoulade sauce can go with anything, y'all. And then we're gonna take, to make it a little spicier, we're gonna mix these two together. Give you a little sauce here. Give you a little dipping sauce. Using 2 of DivineKuizine's products. Give it a little greenery just for presentation. Naomi. Now we got some salmon, jerk salmon quesadillas. These gonna be spicy. I think they're gonna be spicy, but you know she likes fire, crying hot stuff. So we'll see. But we use DivineKuizine jerk seasoning and a jerk sauce.
Jerk. DivineKuizine's jerk rub. So good.
So let's go in and see. Go ahead, Aaron. They nice and crispy. You see that crisp? Hot still too. Got steam coming out.
Happy, feliz cinco
She always trying to show out like she knows some Spanish or
Feliz
something.
Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
And get your blood clot quesadillas. Muy bueno.
Love y'all. Bye. 7 weeks. Y'all mixed it up.